Alright, welcome to Raising Funds for World Domination, day number 316. So, for today's update, there are once again no updates on the anticipated appeal. And I think that new block type is still available in the Shopify Store. I haven't checked. And once again today, I worked on more shorts. Let's see, published just clipped an old video for shorts, and then also prepared a shorts for tomorrow to try and actually get ahead. Yeah, that's it for updates. So we'll continue tonight with work on the terminal block mining simulation game. Let's see. Oh, yes. So last night, I think I was working on the unit tests for the chunk loading, and I think I need to add a check for when to check with if any of the other threads end with an exception. Orthoplex 64, how's it going? Moriarty I6U says hola. How's it going? So now, as expected, when I run tests, it doesn't fail, which is not correct. Actually, let me take off the sweater. It's warm tonight. The weather in Canada is so it's always unpleasant. It's always either way too cold or way too hot. Can you explain how to make a CPU? Oh, it's easy. First, get a rock, then smash the rock. Now you've got 98% concentrated silicon dioxide. Okay, we'll just do the same check that this does. You like that? I'm glad. Wait, that's also not what I expected. Maybe I didn't build this. Well, that's probably why, because it wasn't. I need to do make install. Just want you to know I'll be doing my homework with your dope ass stream in the background. Excellent. You're pretty inspirational in a subtle way. That's good. I'm glad you can draw some benefit from the stream. There we go. Okay, I guess it would. It does actually throw the exception. I didn't even need that. I guess I'll just keep that anyway in case it's relevant. Okay, I think my issue is we update regions, add to pending not yet requested chunks. That runs this method. Even as a coder, my brain is hella confused with everything. Then again, I mostly do it on VS Code. I don't think I could ever use my keyboard to navigate. I'm not very patient. I guess once you get used to it, it's hard to go back the other way. The keyboard movements are just so much more convenient. I guess it is when you're using a debugger, like I can't really imagine myself using a debugger in the command line very well. There are command line debuggers, but I think every tool has its purpose, and it is really nice to just be able to like hover over stuff and get all the like IntelliSense and whatnot. But I guess I do use IntelliJ sometimes, but it's so slow to load. I don't open it only when necessary. Eventually found it more efficient to use keyboard rather than mouse. Yeah, it's for manipulating text, I find it is way more efficient. Especially when you with the movements, the quick selecting and deleting. Okay, that's not what I expected. Like for example, in Vim right now, like if I want to, so I'm in this function here, and let's say I want to, I have this like inner, where this, see where that brace is, and then let's say I want to instantly select and delete everything within this synchronized. So from right down here, I can just do like VI brace and then X, and now I've immediately deleted everything in here. Now I can type some more stuff, and then let's say I don't like that change, I just do U, undo, and I'm back to where I was before. Or if I'm like, you know what, I don't like this info statement, let's delete this. VI parenthesis. And then now I get a different thing here. But it requires learning the keyboard combinations. The play state is 7K lines of coding. Kind of hard for me to find what I need with the keyboard only. I like to scroll through the chunks. Yeah, it's I guess eventually if you work on the code long enough, you kind of remember spatially where certain things are. Okay, so this method is not getting called. Okay, that one's not necessary. Pending not yet requested chunks greater than 0. Okay, what gives that? That should be called. Is a sustained note min time conductor dot song position safe offset max time. That's what I work with. Neat. I don't have a lot of context to go on there. trying to optimize OpenFL and Fixel. But it's been going horrible. Just been giving up, making it where sprites in game scale down by half to save memory. Trying to optimize OpenFL. That's I guess you're talking about an open source contribution. Interesting. That is not what I expected. Or is it? Pretty much used in making games. It's open source on GitHub. Neat. I'm not familiar. You said it's OpenFL. Not familiar with that. Okay, it's never requesting any chunks. OpenFL is pretty much used with hacks. It provides graphics, animations, and inputs. Also made for Adobe Flash. Animate. Interesting. OpenFL. Oh, okay. Probably Open Flash, or FL probably stands for Flash at least. Basically to make Flash games. Okay, is Flash still a first choice for a lot of stuff? I know it was back in the day. I think Flash was like, or ActionScript. I wrote a bit of ActionScript back in the day. It was kind of like the only way. If you wanted to make like games on the web, it was the only way to do it. Because I think even like Facebook tried to do like HTML5 stuff for a while, and they found it wasn't supported well enough, so they or I remember Zynga, all their games were they had to pour a ton of work into Flash games. Pixel, similar to ActionScript. Yeah, I think it was not long after that. It seemed to dominate, and then it seemed to be. My understanding was it's been kind of wiped from the web. I don't even know, because I think there was like plugins in the browser. I don't know if it's really. Is it really so? What is the browser support like for that these days? I thought the browser support was kind of waning. var sprite dot FLX sprite equals new FLX sprite. Flash support is pretty much gone. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's kind of funny how it was like the way to do it. As open source stuff now. Yeah, I don't. I haven't. There's probably. I imagine there's some like cross-compiling Web3 or like HTML, JavaScripty interface that tries to emulate the same thing by now. But I don't know what the compatibility would be like. Adobe Animate will lose support in futures as well. And you're upset about it. I would be too if I'd invested a ton of work into it. That's one of the annoying things about web, is you can invest so much work into this stuff and then it just gets like deprecated. Pixel can run on HTML websites. Yeah, there's I actually haven't kept up with the newest HTML stuff and Canvas and all that stuff, but I assume that like it used to be, if you wanted to do animations, the only way to do it, like there was no choice. The only way to do certain kinds of things was with ActionScript back in the day, but now I think like the JavaScript Canvas and stuff, the native support for it is actually pretty good. But then again, you gotta port everything over. Okay, so this is seeing the required regions. It's updating. Okay, so that exception did not trigger, which is surprising. Because I would have expected this to trigger. It's more of a pain to port everything to mobile build. Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons. Back in like 2010, I did a little bit of mobile development, but I kind of saw the writing on the wall that it was just going to be like a never-ending compatibility problems and updates to things. So I decided to pivot away from that, which I think was a good decision in hindsight. Mr. Gary Busey, 2052. Welcome, fellow humans. Still working on your game? Yep. Took me a few months to get mobile builds to work. Yep, and now they can break in the future when they add some new ways of doing things. I do install set JDK, SDK. Yep. It never ends in software development. It's always new things to fix. This is interesting. So that means I'm setting up the required regions, but it never decides to load any chunks. Which is not correct. Oh, this might be why. Maybe that thread. Maybe the thread's not starting. That could explain why it's not doing anything. Okay, we tell it to initialize yourself. We add the thread. But it's not doing anything. Okay, that's a better way of doing that. The real Cherty says, good evening. How's it going? Doing good. Excellent. How am I doing? I got ahead a little bit today. I got shorts done for today and one for tomorrow. So hopefully that means I can also continue to get ahead. I've been thinking about continuing to make some more long form videos as well. And the problem is with making content is all consuming thing. You gotta constantly come up with new ideas and then edit them and publish them and stuff. And while you're doing that, you can't make other videos that are more interesting. Okay, so for some reason, it is still not so in this method, when this message gets processed, oh yeah, that might also explain why this wasn't necessary, but now that that's happening in a new thread, it might be necessary. Okay, that makes sense. So it's a good thing I left that checking code in, because now the exceptions can happen in a different thread and the test might not catch them. Okay. So I can reach that exception. So what it seems is newly required chunks is always empty. Okay, that'll give me some insight as to what's going on. This should be the simplest thing to work. I'm telling it what regions of space I want to load, then it translates that into the set of chunks to load. But somehow it's not doing anything. Okay, we have an exception. It says current required chunks is nothing. Interesting. Okay. All current regions equals, oh, that might maybe. Maybe it's because I'm requesting regions of space that have 0 size. Because it's from W dimension 0. So greater than or equal to 0, less than 0, and less than 0. And that would be why it's not requesting anything. So the problem is with the test. Okay, that's better. That's basically, yeah, that's expected. And it's also expected. almost sneezed. Remember the vid you made where you made a CPU? Yep, that's my most popular video. Do you like it? Your brain was dying? Oh, that's too bad. I got some other videos that explain some more details about it. Too much knowledge? Well, you can watch it again. A lot of people like to watch it. You should watch it at least once per month. And every time you watch it, it gets simpler. I guess this should be another message. What are you doing on the thing? Looks like command. I'm currently developing a terminal-based video game. There's some links in the description to that have some videos. If you look for a terminal block mining simulation game, there's a couple links to some videos that talk about the game and show some of the play. See if this will work. Because if it does, that'll simplify things. Yeah, if I get this to work, then I can actually demo it. Oh yeah, that's why. Okay, I guess that simplification won't work. There's really a lot of stuff I should do to fix the flow control in here. But it'll also get more complicated when there's multiple clients. Well, let's make sure it still works. Okay, someone asked about the game. This is what the game actually looks like. Currently, I'm working on doing steps toward adding multiplayer, and that involves updates to the chunk loading and unloading model. So I've been working on that recently. And that's how you make a seat. Let's see, so that builds. Okay, and the tests run. So it's slightly more sensical. I think I have a bunch of issues with like flow control. So what I should have is update required regions, and then ideally these should be like removed. Ideally, each of these methods would kind of like do as little as possible, and then always defer to like work items. Face looking good? Does it? Thank you. Oh yeah, I forgot this is just like a notification. The actual transition from pending to requesting is automatic. All right, well, I think I made a little bit of progress tonight. I still a number of this code was never really good to begin with. It also has bugs I'm trying to fix, and I'm trying to make it general, so well, I'll defer more thought on this till next night. And I'll just start to slowly building out the inner test more and more. And then eventually it'll actually be testing something meaningful. And I can be a bit more aggressive at refactoring it. Right, that'll be it for tonight. And we'll be back again tomorrow for, what was it, day 316? 316 or 17? Whatever today is, +1. All right, have a good night.